What was your "that's not what I expected" story? I was 24 when my car died on Highway 78 at 2 a.m. No cell service, just me and this tiny flashlight I found in my trunk. The road was dead empty, like something out of a horror movie. Then I see headlights behind me. This beat-up pickup truck pulls over, and this guy gets out. Tall, maybe 50s, wearing this old baseball cap and plaid shirt that looked like it hadn't been washed in weeks. His face was all weathered and his hands were covered in calluses. But it was his expression that freaked me out, completely blank, like he was sizing me up. He walks over and says, "Need help?" in this flat, almost emotionless voice. I'm thinking, great, this is how I die. Some random trucker on a deserted highway. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it. I nod but keep my distance. Then he goes to his truck and opens the back. I'm expecting him to pull out rope or something worse. Instead, he grabs what looks like a crowbar and starts walking toward my car. I'm about to run when he pops my hood and starts poking around under there. "Alternator's shot," he mumbles. Still doesn't make eye contact, just keeps working. Then he tells me there's a gas station 5 miles down and offers me a ride. Every instinct I have is screaming no, but walking 5 miles in pitch black doesn't sound much better. The truck ride was the longest 5 minutes of my life. He keeps glancing over at me through the rearview mirror. I'm gripping my phone so tight my knuckles went white, ready to use it as a weapon if I had to. We don't say a word the entire time. When we get to the station, he gets out first and disappears inside. I'm sitting there thinking he's either calling his buddies or just ditching me. But then he comes back carrying 2 cups of coffee and a bag of those gas station sandwiches. "You looked pale. Eat something," he says, handing me the food. That's when I noticed his voice was softer now, not scary at all. While I'm eating, he's on his phone calling someone named Rick, who apparently owns a tow truck. He tells Rick it's an emergency and to come out even though it's past 3 a.m. Then he hands Rick his credit card number over the phone to pay for the tow up front. "I've been stuck on this road before," he explains. "It's awful. You can pay me back later if you want, but don't worry about it." That's when we actually start talking. Turns out his name was Dan, and he'd been driving trucks for 20 years. He wasn't some psycho. His teenage daughter had been killed in a car accident on this exact highway 2 years ago. Her car broke down and she tried walking for help in the dark. Got hit by a drunk driver. "She was scared and alone," he said, staring at his coffee. "Ever since then, I can't drive past someone without stopping. I keep thinking, what if that was her, you know?" Rick showed up an hour later and towed my car to a shop in town. Dan drove me to a motel and even paid for my room that night. Said his daughter would have wanted him to make sure I was safe. The next morning, he picked me up and drove me to the auto shop. My car was fixed by noon. Just needed a new alternator like he said. When I tried to pay him back for everything, he waved me off. "Just promise me something," he said. "If you ever see someone stuck like you were, stop and help. That's how we keep people like my Emma safe." I found out later that Dan stops for stranded drivers almost every night during his routes. The gas station clerk told me he's helped dozens of people over the past 2 years. Never asks for anything back.